Happy Chuseok, Korea's Thanksgiving holiday. Welcome to the noon edition of Arirang News. I'm Kim Bo-kyung. As some people use their vehicles to hit the road and go to their hometowns, even late in the morning on the actual Chuseok holiday today, South Korea is seeing traffic jams on major roads nationwide. With some coming back to central Seoul as early as today, both roads going and coming back are expected to be congested. According to the Korea Expressway Corporation, as of 12 p.m., traveling from Seoul to Busan, 320 kilometers southeast of the capital, is estimated to take more than 8 hours, with a trip to Daegu taking nearly 7 hours. Traveling southwest to Gwangju will take more than 6 hours, and traffic jams between central Seoul and provincial hometowns are expected to peak at around 1 to 2 p.m. in the afternoon and then ease in the evening at 8 to 9 p.m. Meanwhile, traveling from regional hometowns to Seoul, traffic should peak at 3 to 4 p.m. and ease tomorrow in the early morning. We move on to the Asian Games in Hangzhou. Team Korea saw another streak of gold on Thursday night. South Korea's male saber team fencers snapped their third straight gold. The so-called Avengers team in South Korea, Kim Jong-hwan, Koo Bon-gil, Oh Sang-uk, and Kim Jun-ho took down China 45-33. In the final of the women's team foil competition, South Korea lost 34-32 to China and took silver. Moving on to swimming, Baek In-cheol won a surprising gold medal in the men's 50-meter butterfly with an Asian Games record of 23.29 seconds, while Kim Woo-min soared to his second gold medal by winning the men's 800-meter freestyle. Esports is not an exception. South Korea's Kim Kwan-woo claimed gold in Street Fighter V, becoming the very first Asian Games gold medalist in esports, which were first introduced as an official medal event for this year's Asiad. The United States has released its 2023 strategy to counter weapons of mass destruction for the first time since 2014, and it recognized North Korea as a persistent threat. This comes as North Korea has unanimously moved to amend its constitution to bolster and expand its nuclear weapons capability. Our Lee Soo-jin tells us more.
The United States is remaining vigilant as North Korea seeks to grow its nuclear arsenal. The U.S. Department of Defense unveiled its 2023 strategy for countering weapons of mass destruction on Thursday local time, where it assessed North Korea as a persistent threat. The CWMD strategy, which has been updated for the first time in 9 years, aims to address current and imminent challenges and threats regarding weapons of mass destruction, as well as present ways to respond to those issues. WMD include chemical, biological, radioactive, and nuclear weapons that can cause large-scale damage. The CWMD strategy states that North Korea's capability developments allow it to use nuclear weapons at any stage of a conflict. This is in reference to a law enacted by North Korea last year that permitted the launch of a preemptive nuclear attack if it perceived an impending strike. North Korea is also developing short, intermediate, and intercontinental range nuclear capabilities that places the U.S. and its regional allies at risk and can produce nerve, blister, blood, and choking agents, according to the CWMD strategy report. The Pentagon also labeled Iran and violent extremist organizations as persistent threats, China as a pacing challenge, and Russia as an acute threat. The release of the unclassified version of the CWMD strategy document comes just 1 day after North Korea's Supreme People's Assembly, during a 2-day meeting presided over by leader Kim Jong-un, unanimously moved to enshrine its nuclear force-building policy into its constitution. This came a year after the Assembly passed a nuclear policy that permits preventive nuclear attacks. In response to North Korea amending its constitution to add the nuclear force-building policy, the spokesperson for the U.S. Department of State said in a press briefing that North Korea's WMD and ballistic missiles pose a significant threat to international peace and security. The spokesperson also said that the U.S. will work closely with South Korea and Japan to curb North Korea's growing nuclear threats. Lee Soo-jin, Arirang News.
To celebrate the Chuseok holidays, the National Theater is putting on a very special performance. It is showcasing the traditional pansori tale of Simcheongga. Our Chuseok takes us to the special music word.
The pansori, or traditional Korean music performance of Simcheongga by the National Cheongga Company of Korea returns after 4 years for the Chuseok holiday. The beautiful story of a faithful daughter restoring the eyesight of a blind father is on at the National Theatre until Sunday. This time, it focuses solely on authentic pansori, a traditional Korean form of storytelling involving a singer and drummer, letting visitors experience the essence of Korean music. Audiences also participate with traditional exclamations like 얼쑤, 지화자, making it more engaging.
We also have only one daughter, so I felt more connected and my heart ached a lot. I could sense Simcheong's filial pity too. The costumes were very beautiful, and despite the simple stage setup, I was impressed by how they used it in various ways, showing our traditional culture really well.
The performance has been incredible so far, immensely emotionally moving, and just a visual spectacle as well. I've really enjoyed listening to the music and hearing all of the traditional Korean instruments and seeing the costumes as well.
The pansori tale Trojan Women, which interweaves Greek tragedy with Korean tradition, received high praise at the United Kingdom's renowned Edinburgh International Festival in August. British newspaper The Guardian even gave it a 5-star rating. Kim Geun-mi, the lead vocalist in Simcheongga and Trojan Women, said that these two productions showcase the broader appeal of Korean pansori.
Simcheongga has traditional Korean attire, while Trojan Women uses modern costumes suitable for international audiences. Musically, Simcheongga preserves the original pansori sound, while Trojan Women create a whole new concept of singing, incorporating our own innovative melodic techniques.
She also spoke about the efforts of the company members to promote Korean music abroad.
I believe the key is preserving our essence, staying true to our core sound, and being ready to showcase new music when it emerges. This, I think, is the most crucial thing.
The performance takes place daily at 3 p.m. and lasts for approximately 2 hours and 30 minutes. Chuseok, Arirang News.
That's all for this hour. Enjoy your Chuseok holiday. We'll be back at 6 p.m. Korea time.